Good morning, YouTube. What's going on? How y'all doing today? Good morning. The sun is rising beautiful. Remember, not everything is lost. Everything is still under God's control. You need to wake up, start today right. And remember that when you start the day right, you can start the day off with educating yourself a little bit more about your rights and your freedom and about God and His plan for this world. See, too many people have turned their back against God, and they don't understand that when you turn your back against God, God will turn His back against you. See, you got too many people out there that are so willing to watch this country go down into the pits of hell. They're too willing to say, oh well, just screw it, let it go to war and let it go to hell in a handbasket. So I'm not willing. I really don't want it to go there. Really don't. I don't want to see it go there. So start off this day with a good note and tell somebody that you love them. Tell somebody that your neighbor that you're thinking of them. Go check on that neighbor. Go do what's right for somebody. This world don't have enough kindness in it right now. Acts of kindness. This world has too many people that are struggling for greed and power and their own selfish desires right now. So, yeah, wherever you're at, walk out and say good morning, God. Because remember, God is in control. God still has control. But also remember those in Hawaii that are actually truly fighting to keep their way of life. Because these smart cities are being advertised as a good thing. The smart technology, you know, these smart homes and smart devices that monitor everything you do, your carbon footprint. They'll monitor your carbon footprint. They'll monitor how far you walk, how many steps you do. They're monitoring everything. They're advertising it as a good thing, a great thing. It's an awesome thing, man. Smart technology is awesome. Remember, somebody is monitoring what you're doing with those devices. Those devices for your children that are monitoring your children. That is giving the government or some pervert access to your children. See, smart technology and all this stuff that they're doing even equates into farming and everything else. See, smart technology, they say, is the way of the future. When yet, for thousands of years, we've been doing just fine without technology, this smart technology. Hawaii, they're wanting to turn Maui into a smart technology, smart city, 15-minute city, whatever you want to call it. But see, these billionaires have designed exactly what's going on in Hawaii. Why do you think they're there? And I did a video, my last video. Well, I'm outraged. I am. I'm very outraged. Because people aren't waking up to the fact of what's actually going on. See, this smart technology can be the death of America. It can end up like China, where you walk around and the government sees that you jaywalk and your credit score goes, your money goes, before you know it, you can't buy a house, you can't buy a car, you can't buy anything. You can't even buy groceries because the government says no. They're going to starve you out because they don't care. They honestly don't care. So, yeah. See, China already has it in place, this technology to monitor their people 24/7 with facial recognition and all this stuff. See, this is what they want. They want it so you can't go anywhere in this world without them monitoring what you're doing. And if you do anything or say anything or carry anything that they don't like, they're gonna punish you somehow, because you know their big daddy smack on the hand. You know, you ain't gonna be able to buy beef. You ain't gonna be able to buy any food for your kids. You ain't gonna be able. Your kids will be taken away with no questions asked. See, that's what they want. They want total control and compliance. These smart homes, smart cities, smart whatever it is, total control and total compliance with this new world order and this new one world religion. The one world religion is not of God. It's of Lucifer and Satan and pedophilia and everything else that goes along with all that. See, they're arguing this point that they have the right, they have the power to make decisions for you. You don't have the right, and you're not smart enough. They're trying to tell you that you're not smart enough to make decisions for yourself. They saying you're too small-minded. See, Obama said it. Obama said they are too small-minded to understand their own rights and their own freedom. See, Obama is a flaming homosexual. People don't understand that. But yeah, he's calling us small-minded. That's funny. The hypocrisy right there is just astounding. So remember, start yourself off today educating yourself in your rights and your freedom and the knowledge of what's actually going on in this world, because you'll be that much more free when you understand how to stand up and express your freedom, express the knowledge of your freedom. You know, you'll be that much more free when you can stand up and voice your opinion. You can exercise those freedoms that God gave you. See, God gave you freedom. Man and the devil wants to take that freedom away from you. See, they want to take what God has given you. They want to take it away from you. They want to know when you wake up. They want to know when you go to sleep. They want to know everything about you. 24/7, 365 days a year. Every second of the year, they want to know exactly what you're doing. They don't want you to drive cars that they don't like. You know, these gas cars, but yet they're driving around and flying around and going on boats that are drinking and guzzling fuel. See, they can do it. We can't. See, they cut down the trees. And when they cut down the trees, they eliminate the carbon filters of the world. See, trees are a good thing. They keep cutting and clearing forests and not replanting the same trees that were there. No, they put in pines and useless trees. I mean, granted, pine is used for wood and all that, you know, but All these other types of trees have use in the woods. And in nature, everything has a balance. So even bamboo is a natural scrubber of carbon. Even bamboo, if you plant it on one section of your property, even though it grows wild and it's hard to get rid of once you do start growing it, you make a natural scrubber around your property with bamboo. It scrubs the air, creates oxygen. See, without carbon, you can't create oxygen. Plants can't do what they do and create oxygen. Even the grass makes oxygen. So they want you dependent on their man-made oxygen, on their man-made water, man-made food, man-made lab-grown processed beef. Beef that's not even real. It looks like, if you ever look into it, it looks nasty. It looks gross. I don't even know how to describe it. It looks gross. See, this is food that we've been dependent on for thousands of years. Our gardens. We've been growing our own gardens. We've been growing our own food, taking care of our own food, doing it the natural way, not the man-made, the synthetic way. And then all these people that are so dependent on these products and vegan food and all this other stuff that's processed and lab grown. See, this is education you can start yourself off with in the morning. Go look up the Burrow Network. Take one video a day and watch one video. The Burrow Network on Roku is actually really good. I love it. I mean, I watch it every once in a while. I watch it, but I'll be honest, there's so much truth there and so much knowledge there that I have to take it one step at a time for my personal brain. It's astounding, the information that is on the Burrow Network on Roku. And you'll hear me talking about it, because Trump is fighting this stuff. This is what Trump is fighting. He's not fighting just Joe Biden, just Obama, or just, no, he's fighting the CIA, he's fighting FBI, he's fighting DEA, he's fighting the world going against him. See, he is fighting every one of these traffickers. He's fighting these pedophiles, and he's fighting these Hollywood elites. He's fighting, the whole world is coming down on him because he is speaking the truth. He's looking at the truth. He's digging for the truth. Him and his people that is around him that is fighting, and us, the people that support him, are fighting for the truth. See, you're going to have to go to your local county office, city office, or little city hall, and you're going to have to fight for the truth. Understand what's going on. Yeah, you're going to have to understand what your police officers are doing. Understand what your sheriffs are doing. What your mayors and judges and everybody else are doing. Are they cheating the system? Are they actually related to each other and using that to cheat the system in some way? Are they corrupt? What kind of corruption are they in? See, you're going to have to fight in a local level because Trump is fighting on a worldwide level. See, it's going to take us fighting at local, him fighting world, and everybody in between standing and doing their part. Because if you're not doing your part, you're not starting the day off with a fighting spirit. You're starting the day off with a cowardly spirit. So, granted, right now I'm not doing my part. I'll admit it. Because I don't have a vehicle to go around and do all this stuff. And go figure out this stuff and go get the information. I don't have the money to go get the information. is, the government charges for the stuff that should be free because it's ours. We, the taxpayer, own that. But yet they're charging us. See, that's a scam that they're running. Even law enforcement does it. When you do open records requests, they charge you. And they try to overcharge you just so you won't get it. They try to block you in some way, shape, or form. They try to defend themselves because they know they're doing wrong. When government has to redact anything, cover up, make it so you can't read it, that means they're doing something wrong. When the government has to hide in secret, that means they're doing something wrong. What are they doing wrong? When the government has to hide what they're doing, what are they doing wrong? When they have to play cloak and dagger, what are they doing wrong? When they have to hide from the very people that support them and pay taxes to them, what are they doing wrong? And I said this in a lot of videos. There's no stinking law that says you have to pay income taxes. Period. Federal or state. There's no law. Not one single law. But yet people voluntarily go, there it is. So, yeah. People keep doing it because they've been brainwashed by the government to think that it is mandatory that you pay taxes. Your income taxes. It's not. There's not a law. I'd look at the IRS agent and say, show me the law. Show me the law that says I must pay taxes. Pay income taxes. There's not a law. See, the government's stealing from the American people in so many different ways that it's just ridiculous. I mean, come on, man. It's so ridiculous that the government has lied to the people so much that the people just follow so blindly and so willingly. And they bend and they bow down to this tyrannical government without question. So start your day with education and knowledge and prayer and looking to God and saying, hey, what today can I do to make the future better for my grandkids and my great-grandkids and their kids and their grandkids? What can I do to make their futures brighter? Start today with educating yourself. Because if we don't stand up, their future is going to be dark. Their future is going to be bleak. Hawaii will be lost if we don't stand up and if we don't educate ourselves. The beauty of Hawaii has been destroyed by greed already and power and the lust for this one world order. Hawaii was a beautiful place, but yet the greed and the power and the drugs and everything else that has seeped into the beauty of paradise has destroyed it. And the government knew exactly what they were doing by putting all those drugs there and by putting all this stuff there. See, everything has been planned and designed the way it's happening. These big cities where all this stuff is going on, you see the drugs, you see the alcohol, you see the gang members shooting each other. You see all this stuff that's done by design. It's designed to destroy humanity. Like I said, start the day off with educating yourself. And start the day off with learning how to fight back against the government. This tyrannical government that hates you and hates everything about you. God bless. And enjoy a beautiful sunrise if you can. And enjoy the sunset. Remember, God's still in control. No matter how dark and bleak it is, God's still in control. God bless. Have a good day. Keep it real. Keep it safe. Keep it honest.